Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your reading. And I have meditated on Uranus's entrance into Gemini, conjunct Venus in Gemini. And the message I'm getting is very much about the emergence of divine feminine energy, not simply within the planet, but within each of us, regardless of gender or non-gender identification. We have all energies within us, just as we have all planets, moons, asteroids in our charts. And this is about the way that we are integrating that divine feminine energy after allowing it to rise. This is our energy around our talents, our gifts, our self-respect, our self-love, the things we value in and of ourselves. An opportunity for us to integrate it into every aspect of our life, and discrediting the idea of sacrifice and looking at it more as an exchange of energies, so that we are acknowledging who we are totally, accepting ourselves totally, and understanding that we bring that totality to everything that we do. Also acknowledging that there are possibilities that exist as the Gemini Venus, as the Uranus Venus conjunction trines Pluto in Aquarius. It's also trining Saturn and Neptune in Aries, that there is a place and possibilities for the opportunity to express ourselves fully that has not existed before. So your overall energy is the Six of Swords for this reading. And this is describing this idea of recovery, of moving away from things that didn't seem to mesh well together, that didn't work together, moving to a place with the resolution not only of peace, of space and healing, but of acceptance of the necessity for whatever challenges have or do exist in your life right now. Underneath the deck is the Star card. So it's interesting. This is feeling very much like, for some of you, physical healing, as well as physical release, perhaps a letting go of control of the things about your health or your domestic environment or your home or your job that you can't change, and recognizing that rather than trying to control it, letting go of that desire to heal self, to live forever, to recover from some congenital illness, is something that you can accept and trust that faith in your experience in the present moment is leading you where you need to go. So this feels like a very profound kind of healing opportunity for you. And let's get started with a crystal oracle. And over flips the fire agate, and the key word is creativity. I like that. So the fire agate reads, I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through into my world. I love that. And this feels like an element of recognizing that sometimes our creative gifts are the things that give us the ability to manage, cope with, work our way around the challenges that we experience. This is a general reading, Cancer. It isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. If you find that this reading does work for you, it resonates, it feels good, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate the time that you spend here. It helps me, so thank you for that in advance. And for the 10th house, your social identity, the way others see you, the Temperance card. Interesting. It's as though you are teaching others about uh, your ability to heal, to appreciate your own resources, the skills and tools that you have at your disposal. So it feels like you are seen by others as a very creative composite of a variety of elements, that you are one who constantly reinvents themselves, works towards fitting yourself into the possibilities that you feel are available for you. This is profound healing. It almost feels as though there is a significant health journey for many of you that you have been uh, devoting your entire life to, perhaps of necessity, to cope with something that has marked you as somehow different or less able than others, and your ability to overcome that incrementally, not in any dramatic or showy way, but how you've learned to cope, to manage, to compensate with that has been a model and an inspiration to others. In the first house, the Fool card. Wow. So it's almost as if you have reinvented yourself at this stage, as if you have recognized the former limitations that you once accepted as out of necessity or as the way you believed it had to be. You have cast that off in as much as you are detaching yourself from that reality, those ideas, those beliefs that led you to tolerating a situation that was uncomfortable for a long time. This can be not only a health condition, this can be family of origin, this can be, uh, I won't say toxic work environment, but perhaps a contentious one. And that goes for family as well. But the Fool card shows that you know the sense that you are whole, the sense that you allow your creativity, your imagination, your ability to come from this place of your own story, your lived story, has renewed you in a way that gives you the confidence to set off on your own path or to continue on the path you've been on, but with a sense of detachment from uh, the memories signifying in the same ways that they used to. So that you still have your bag of memories, your bag of tricks, but you're not looking in that direction. You're recognizing and accepting that they're a part of you as you move forward into a new place. And the character here is making a kind of mudra, or is pointing to some place they see down in the valley below. That is interesting to me. But yes, your faithful friends or concerned loved ones are always tugging at your robes, and this is nothing new to you. I don't feel that you're on a new adventure. I feel like you're in a reinvented place. All the same conditions perhaps exist for you now, but your attitude towards them is entirely different. You feel completely whole and balanced, and you understand the power of your intuitive imagination in helping you move forward in a very proactive, even joyful way. In the fourth house, the house of your foundation, your family, your domestic environment, the Nine of Wands, uh, I do feel like there is some physical exhaustion that you've experienced as you have attempted to cope with a condition or situation that has existed for a long time. And you've been determined to be successful. You are, I almost feel, I have this image of you throwing yourself against a door, although that is hardly the physical image I have of cancers in general. That speaks more to your absolute determination that you will not be defeated by this thing. And in the fourth house, this can be a family that colludes in some kind of perception of you that you are resisting. And so, this idea that perhaps you have been the victim of pity of others. Poor you, isn't it a shame, that kind of thing? That feels to me to be part of the story you're releasing, you're letting go of. You're not trying to control or even engage with this perception of you as somehow less than. In the seventh house of significant others, I see you curious. I see you infinitely curious. I see you, though, exploring your own thoughts, ideas, alternatives. Um, the Knight of Swords often indicates brash action, and in this deck, he does not. They do not. They move, they have the same kind of disposition that the Knight of Pentacles has, which is stopped, no motion, considering. And this feels more apt to the role curiosity, your imagination, your intuition is playing right now in terms of your most important connections. And this connection absolutely can relate to your intimate relationships, but it also relates to those things you passionately identify, your identity, your craft, your vocation, your skill set, your desires, your dreams. We have relationships with these things as well. This can also be an audience or the benefactors, customers, clients of what it is you do or make. This feels like advice, though. You're giving advice to others. You're being sought for your advice. I'm going to clarify from the first house, the Fool card, to the Temperance in the second house and the High Priestess in the third house. Well, there's quite a suite there. Yeah, you've tapped into something very, very holy. I So this idea of reinvention, I almost feel as though uh, your wisdom, your connection to uh, uh, a deeper meaning and significance in your life and in the world, your ability to communicate that is emerging. This feels as though some of you are referencing your metaphysical skills or interests, reading cards, empath abilities are exploding. Something that you do for yourself, perhaps something you've done for yourself for a very, very long time that others would see as spiritual or even woo-woo. You're being asked about, you're being consulted about, or you're using that tool in an unexpected way, perhaps on behalf of another. If you are someone who works in the occult arts or the metaphysical or spiritual realm, you are having a moment. Temperance repeated twice here, that your experience of healing, of growth, of development is something that you have gained a higher understanding of, a greater meaning of. You can trace this experience throughout your life in very concrete ways. And it's something that you are keeping to yourself, but may be the source of some creative expression for you, something that you now feel poised to talk about, not directly, because the High Priestess keeps her wisdom about herself to herself. However, I do feel like your stories, perhaps stories of others like you, is something that is being sought after, is being asked about, or you're being consulted about that. In the fourth house, the Nine of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Eight of Pentacles in the sixth house. Interesting. So yeah, there's this vibe here that you are seeing an opportunity to grow some kind of abundance from the work that you do. And this work feels like it's very much something you do that is related to speaking, writing, sharing your story, uh, perhaps showing others something, teaching something that you've internalized to others. This is a source of abundance for you. And abundance doesn't have to just mean money. It's really about prosperity and abundance. So, this awareness that you have a creative skill that can inform your own story, can express your story better than you can with words, that's something you've devoted a lot of time and experience to. It feels like something that you do with your hands. And it feels like something that is crafty, creative, artistic, something that you manipulate your hands in some way. So that makes me think of sewing, crafting, weaving, whatever it is you do, sculpting, where your hands are in it, cooking. This is something that you are now inspired to work on with a group of friends as part of a team, it feels like. And you're improving upon something in such a way that you realize the improvement on your skills is about readying you for an opportunity that you're still learning about, you're still exploring. The Knight of Swords in the seventh house is clarified by the Three of Cups in the eighth house and the Three of Pentacles in the ninth house. This is quite lovely. We love threes. Threes are you doing things, acting on things, and there is so much love and support that you have around whatever you're doing, that you're consciously teaming together with other people who share an expertise in alignment with yours to collaborate on something. This can be you basically teaching a class at the community college. That's one example of how this can express itself. It can be you speaking as part of a support group that you belong to or that you're invited to. There's something that you don't take for granted among the support that you have. You value that, you celebrate that, and the celebration itself may become this thing that you build together. So this can be something related to your ancestry, for instance, or your family. It can also be directly related to an institution of learning or education. I definitely see you seeking opportunities that you are then being invited in some way to tell your story. In the 10th house, the Temperance card is clarified by the Five of Pentacles in the 11th house and the Two of Wands in the 12th house. Yeah, I do feel like you have changed a story, changed a label, changed the way that not the way others perceive you, but you've released their perception of you as limiting. You really don't buy into, you've never understood or necessarily bought into the perception others have of you, but you are very clear at how your own ability to learn from experiences in your life has moved you into a place of feeling empowered around the choices that you make, so that you don't necessarily limit yourself in the ways that you have in the past, and in fact are actively engaging in conversations, in opportunities to explore new possibilities for yourself. I see you understanding your skill set and actively moving out into consideration or the development of a plan, so that you can activate these collaborative energies, these celebratory energies of support, assistance, a pulling together of your expertise to build something beautiful, something that is of value and resource to a lot of other people. I'm going to finish this reading, Cancer, with a Seed and Sickle Oracle card. I'm just loving these cards so much. And I've pulled the mistletoe, and the number is 48. So that reduces down to a 12, which is the Hanged Man. So I do feel you entertaining a lot of new ideas and a recognition of your own influence, which is, I don't know if this is something you've considered often in the past. Mistletoe reads, in Scandinavia, the mistletoe is called the plant of peace. Enemies sworn to a duel must lay down their weapons until the next day if they encounter the plant on their way to fight. No doubt the extra day to cool their tempers does them the world of good, and it will do the same for you. Step back from the problem that's perplexing you and allow yourself some space before making any rash decisions. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more content here. And until next time, Cancer, namaste.